Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the people who watched the game earlier tonight. Thank you all for joining us on Overwatch Game Week 5, our last match for this half of the season. I am joined by the lovely Raven.
What's up?
And on cams today, as well as last game, we have the amazing Toast.
Going out.
And we are super excited to have Widow Worshippers and College Dropouts playing in this tournament. Are you guys excited?
Hell yeah. Let's see it happen.
So let's go over the team rosters tonight on Widow Worshippers. We'll start with that. We have Team Captain Mythic, Bapu, TXC, Paladin, and Doc. And then we have it versus our College Dropout team, which is we have the Team Captain Pigeon Eyes, Teal Banana, Beazle, Madman, who is a team favorite right now, and Sonic Beast. As you can see it, Toast has up on screen the two matchups with amazing details. We do have some subs in today. If you guys can remind me who we have subbing today.
Yeah, subbed out today is Bappo for Dax. He will be subbing in tonight.
And I believe that's our only sub tonight.
We would have had two, but one came back.
Yep.
So that's always a good thing.
And we're
see.
starting off tonight on Lijiang Tower. Now, we do have to take a word from our sponsors, and then we will listen to that, and we'll get right into the action.
Awesome. So we're just going to mention the team standings right before we start. Right now we have Widow Worshipper. They're going to try and get their first win of the season. Hopefully they'll be able to come up top. And then we have College Dropouts, where they're in fourth, I believe, after all the standings with 6 points of the season. So it should be a good matchup tonight. We see some of their stats lining up throughout them. And we also have some interesting picks with the map. If Raven wants to elaborate a little bit on that.
I think this is the first time that we seen Lijiang Tower played, and I personally like the map. Sadly, my team has not been able to play it.
Yeah.
I really want to see some good Lucio boops or some Rhine charges off the ledge. Ledging is one of the funniest thing that can happen on this map, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is another one of those maps where it's very cool for like environmental kills. And it looks like both teams are ready, so we're heading in there. Oh, I really like the setting on this map. I like how it's nighttime. There's only been a few times I've seen nighttime of Lijiang Tower, this first map up top, and those have mainly been in custom games, so it's really cool that Blizzard brought it back. Especially with the newer season, they have changed like different timings on games just to keep it fresh and different throughout the season.
Look at the background though, the lights on the street, all the cars driving by. Oh, this looks so pretty.
Neither teams have started picking their heroes?
They gotta wait another 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, yeah, no, there's a timer.
Because we had Toast looking in there, trying to peek in. It looks like we have on College Dropouts, we have a Brig and a Mercy play. We've seen Mercy throughout this whole season, but the Brig will be interesting to see if she can get some pushes off there. We have Madman with the Ashe. Hopefully we'll see some more Ashe Mercy synergies right there.
The Brigade.
And then we have an Echo and a Doom. And then on Widow Worshippers, we're seeing Dax on Rhine, Doc on Lucio for those boops. We have Mythic on the Kiriko, who's huge this season with healing. And we have a Sombra and a Soldier.
Oh, I see the Lucio pick. I love it.
You're seeing here with Widow Worshippers, they're really playing with the Rhine, and they're getting that first pick of the game. We see,
killed himself.
Yeah, Pigeon Eyes are falling off the map, and they're down Sonic as well. So it looks like Widow Worshippers are gonna get that first pick, and that's really good of them. Like, they're really playing as a team, and you can see them playing close together.
The only thing I'm seeing, I see the Widow Worshippers tank was playing back a little bit.
Yeah.
On the point.
Mm-hmm.
Pigeon switched to Orisa. Orisa's a strong pick. A strong character ever since her rework. Fan favorite in the league.
We also see college dropouts going on to point and dominating and getting that point. The Widow Worshippers did get 30%, and that could help them later on. That switching to Orisa, which is played throughout last season and this season as well, seems to be benefiting them very well.
You don't see people playing up that far very frequently.
No. Hey, maybe they're just confident, you know? Confidence, you gotta have confidence. It can mean a lot.
And we see Sonic getting that tick on the sim.
Kill Banana. Oh my god, I thought she was about to die.
We have Paladin using his ult, but being killed by Madman.
In and is getting... Oh my god, he's being attacked by the whole team. Lucio hanging on by a thread on the edge of the map.
Mythic and Dax going down there. They're
Banana going full Battle Mercy right now. Oh my god.
You see Orisa, if we can pan over here to Orisa, pushing up and taking all that space. They're really playing into their spawn. They're not letting up any room. Let's see if they can go in and make some room. If they can.
Straight in.
College dropouts do have 2 ults. They're using Briggs ult right now just to keep that space.
I hear the Hanzo ult goes out
ult as well. We do have a Rhine ult there, and it won't be enough to get them in there.
Unfortunate. And with that, team kill for
You saw the Brig like using her ult to keep that space and let the Hanzo really keep up to get his ult. Ooh,
but this could be the break.
Rez on the Echo.
Yeah, with that Widow pick.
They do really need to make the big push to get onto the point.
Teal Banana do going down.
Oh, Lucio getting on the point.
Right now it's a 2v3 on the point.
They don't have their tank with them, so it can't be hard considering a ball. Oh
TXC is really killing it with the headshots. And it looks like they're able to take it. Yeah, at 99%.
Close.
But we do see college dropouts have pretty high percentage of their ults. So they'll be able to get their ults there.
I don't know. Nano Diva could come into play. I can see Nano Diva is always good.
Diva did overextend there a bit.
Just a little, yep. That could cause them a point maybe if he can't get back in time. They slept the ball but ended up waking him up.
And they are getting a revive on Madman there. It looks like the college dropout got the pick of Paladin.
Nobody seems to care about that Mercy, just giving them all she's got.
We should really see like how this plays out here. I really want to see.
It's only the Diva by point.
And it does look like the college dropouts pick the point. Are they going to be able to touch before overtimes?
You can see the Lucio trying to boop his way in. Brig knocking him back towards the end.
That was a really close game by both teams, and they both switched off to different characters to see what would work there. That was a really interesting game compared. We've seen a lot of games where most teams stick to their one comp and they don't change mid-game.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I'm the same way. So this is very interesting dynamic between both teams. You've also seen like Widow worshippers, their growth throughout the season. Their comms seem to be going really well tonight.
They're getting in the groove of being a team. That's what I would like to say. Because with each game, when you could tell when teams get closer and closer playing, because the gameplay becomes smooth.
So we'll see on this map. This map has a lot of like Rhine charges and
Oh,
Lucio.
the Widow's going at it!
Yeah, we have a Widow v
Paladin
Widow.
getting that
Paladin getting that first pick is huge. And TXC getting that Mercy pick right there.
Do I hear a Bastion? I do hear a Bastion.
Yeah, we have TXC on Bastion. Another fan favorite, like always, which is great to see. We see the Widow worshippers be able to get that first point again, like last time.
Now let's see if they can hold it through and through.
We do have a Widow 1v1 there.
I heard a
Widow is a great pick on this map because when you're getting to point, you have so much free room where if you can get those squishy characters like the supports, you can. Pigeon Eyes are getting mythic right there. Yeah.
Right down. That Rhine shield is getting demolished by the Bastion.
He's able to just take cover, doesn't even need it.
It looks like they're gonna push off Widow worshippers there and use ult on them to kill them off of that point.
And then the Brig going after the D.Va. Widow
we do
getting
see
chased down by Rhine. D.Va's ult going out.
Will the Ana be able to keep this point alive for Widow worshippers? It
they're
is.
both so
They
low.
are backing up. They are backing up, so they did get the point again.
Barely done.
Let's see if the Widow
Brig.
worshippers, the rest of the team needs to get back here to help them on point if they can.
They need their tank there.
Widow worshippers did get a few more percentage there, which is huge. We see ults. We have on Widow worshippers, they have 4 ults, which they're gonna use. 2 of them, they're gonna use Nano D.Va, which we were predicting them were gonna use earlier. As well as Brig and Valk on the other two moves.
Oh, the Mercy getting away with a sliver of HP.
Yeah.
Kiriko ult going out
Kiriko ult and a Bastion ult.
just to try and keep this point alive.
Let's see if they can capture points.
Oh.
It's-
The pin almost
That was,
had it.
yeah, that was so close. So we
That
have
was
a Bastion getting on
close.
point. That is huge. Kill. We
Widow
still have
versus
Baby
Kiriko.
D.Va. Baby D.Va is down, but we have a Bastion ult and 3 on point. Will they be able to capture this point? This Ana is really fighting the Rhine, trying to push him off.
This is a full-out brawl for point.
Rhine might be able to get himself out of this situation if he can.
Quick Kiriko.
That was a huge cleanse.
Oh my god.
Let's see how this plays out there. They did get the point, so they are getting more percentage. It looks like all 5 of the Widow worshippers are grouped up and ready on point.
They have
Let's see
another
if they
D.Va
can.
bomb as well. Sonic switched off to Reaper, it seems. Was he on Reaper before?
He was on Widow for a bit.
They have a Reaper play.
So we'll see what-
Maybe the Reaper's gonna be used to burst down the tank and Bastion.
Bastion and D.Va are really just focusing on this Rhine shield because once you get Rhine shields out, that was a
And
huge
Sonic's on the
nade.
flank with the Reaper. Reaper on flank would be huge. And just
That was
the plan was there.
That was a great execution by Widow worshippers. You could really see them utilizing their characters. And they secured it without overtime. I think Widow worshippers did really good on that map. You can really see them utilizing their characters, especially with the Bastion and D.Va really focusing on the Rhine shield and getting it down. And then you saw the Ana's ult. Like, you can agree with me as a support player, like having an Ana to
Having
get
a good
those
Ana,
nades, yeah.
it makes a difference. Your support is there, and like your team can communicate properly. Anything can be possible. Anything can be possible.
We'll see how they do on this map. This map doesn't have that much environmental, and it's a lot more enclosed of a space.
I don't know. I usually tend to see like McCrees or things that can flank up top for their ults.
Yeah, they have a lot of
But
where they can get back and get the squishies. Like
both teams have a Bastion though.
But we also see Madman and Tracer to get in that back line.
That's annoying. Especially Tracer's really good for getting out supports. It's so.
Yeah.
Madman getting picked off.
They are getting a revive on their tank. They are up by, it is a 5v3 right now, and they're getting a huge lead.
Forcing the college dropouts back.
And it looks like Widow Worshipper is getting this first point again. And we've seen it with other teams on this map in the season that you can play up and get that more space and play a little aggressive, but we really see Widow Worshippers playing back, making sure they keep point because they know about that Tracer in the back lines. The Tracer did switch to a Sojourn, so we'll see how this plays out.
Maybe more damage to burst down the tank.
We have TXC beating Sonic in the Bastion. Bastion did get revived. Let's see if that will help at all.
Everyone's just sitting pretty in the choke like always.
Widow Worshipper is really taking advantage. Ooh, Sonic did come back with TXC. It is even fair. It's right
the
now.
Mei wall to block off their plan. Mercy ult going out.
We see the Nano Diva. We'll see what she can do. Nano Diva does a lot of damage to some squishier characters.
And maybe if he's capable of getting the ult off, he could just send it down into the chokehold with the Mei ult.
Mei ult did get one people. That Zarya.
Oh, they got the Mercy with that Diva ult though. That's huge. One less healer for the. But they got the Diva.
Let's see how this plays out. It looks like
only Mythic and Doc, the two supports alive. They have to give it up.
And Doc playing smart there, where he just stood there to get killed, so he can regroup with his team faster. That was a good push from college dropouts. Yep. That's why I was saying earlier with Widow Worshippers, they really wanted to get as much percentage as they could, so they just stayed on it. Solid.
Gotta stick it.
Yeah.
We see
Sojourn
picking up Mythic,
which is huge for them because they only have Kiriko healing.
We see better be used on that.
That's 3 ulties for the college dropouts.
Yeah, college dropouts using the rest of their ults.
What was that? Bastion, Kiriko, and Soldier?
Yep.
And it did some damage, but it did stagger their team a lot.
Just like that, Widow Worshippers is back to regrouping.
But they almost have Valk and Grab soon. So we'll see how that plays out as the college or Widow Worshippers come in with their ults.
We got Widow Worshippers has a Kiriko and a Bastion ult. Can be huge.
Oh, they did get a pick on that Mei, which is huge. We see Grab being used right there to block them from coming in.
Everyone pushing up.
Yeah, so now Widow Worshippers really has 4 of their ults, and College Dropouts only has 1. So if they can make this next push count, it should be pretty easy for them. And this will be their last attempt, I think.
1 attempt left, and it has to be a big one.
But will they be able to counter College Dropouts playing very aggressive? Like, they're doing their aggressive approach where they play in. This could be a huge Mei ult. This is a huge Mei ult.
You have to get the point. Mythic getting on point. Nano Devon. All they gotta do is cap.
And that was a huge Mei ult, because you saw she threw it further back than usual, and Mercy and them going backwards to get out of it, and he actually got stuck on it.
All down to baby Diva.
Ooh. It is 99. Will they be able to go in overtime?
Oh, Doc touch for 3 seconds. Gotta touch him. And
That was a close match by both teams. What did you think, Raven, of the strats? Do you prefer that more aggressive strat where you're in the doorway and you're holding up more? Or do you prefer what Widow Worshippers do in the beginning where they kind of laid back more and just fought them as they came to get more ticks? What do you think?
It really depends on the team comp, because most team comps are made to be more aggressive or more defensive.
And I've noticed that with some teams in our season, like you can tell in previous matches, like the earlier game today, you had two very aggressive teams who want to play up and play aggressors. But you see this matchup now with the two teams. So for the map on this round, we have, what's the next one?
Esperanza.
There you go. Esperanza.
Oh.
Is this the second time we're seeing it today?
Second time this season,
Yes,
second time
sir.
tonight.
Esperanza is my second favorite push map.
Honestly,
well, there's only 3.
Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. New Queen Streak took over for me because of some nice games that I've played on it.
I think Esperanza is starting to get the recognition because what me and Toast talked about, and Raven, if you agree, totally chip in. This map has a lot of sideways and like has different
flanking opportunities. Like if you're playing like a Sombra sim, like all the quiet characters to sneak past everybody.
Yeah, and you saw in Overwatch, when Overwatch 2 came out, the first season, this map was highly like, people would avoid this map because it was confusing and bigger, but I've seen it, especially the end of season 2, especially now in season 3, you see this map and a lot of people like it because of all those opportunities to go around, and they know they're getting more comfortable.
There's also way too many opportunities for a Widow. There's so many weird places the Widow can stand with her little grapple.
Do you want to call out what teams? Characters?
Oh, no. It seems like the same team comp as last time. Like,
yeah.
Typical Teal Banana on Mercy. There's
and Toast is going to bring up the gameplay. So we're going to put that up on screen.
Whacking tonight.
No, it's totally... It's
Madman's
now
still on Tracer, Mythic still doing the fucking Ana. Everyone's
Toast,
like,
I know Toast agrees with this, but I don't know about your opinions on it, because you're a support player like me. Like, walking from spawn to the first team fight, it takes a bit of time.
It's not, if you're not a Mercy getting a taxi, it's forever. Or like a Moira using her fade, it takes 5 years.
And you see Pigeon Eyes getting that first pick with Wish and getting a second pick as well.
Also getting pocketed by the Mercy so he doesn't die.
They're a full dive comp right now.
On Push, I think Push is the Push is a very aggressive map. You can't really defend against it.
And for some of our newer Overwatch players or watchers who weren't there in the last game, we were doing the dynamic and talking about how on Push you only need one person near the robot. You don't need 3 players to do it as your max speed.
Didn't it used to be 3?
That's capture the point and then push, where 3 people make it faster.
You're right. I've been popping in on that backline trying to get picked somewhere on the squishies.
You do see them leaving the robot right now.
Sonic is trying to hold on to the robots to get to the point.
It does look like Widow Worshippers were able to get him before they get the point. Yeah, those checkpoints are huge in this game. Because you really want to get that first checkpoint and get over that robot waiting phase.
And get the closer spawn as well. Close spawn is a huge advantage.
We do see another team fight going on right back at center and under this bridge, which is a huge chokehold.
Winston gonna get jumping back in anti on the Rhine.
They did get an anti on Rhine, but they killed the Winston. Yeah, they did get the...
Oh, it's a nanoed Winston diving the backline.
So, what are your thoughts on that nano Winston?
You know, that's a 100% an aggressive play, just so they can get their space back. And it seems like they did, hitting that checkpoint in just a few seconds.
I think the healing dynamic on both teams are a little bit different. They do have an honor on both teams, but they have a Mercy and a Lucio.
The college dropouts have definitely a Paladin coming in with the visor, but Dax coming in with the shatter, Monkey jumping away.
Sonic did get one. You see Madman up in the corner, just hiding. He knows not to jump in.
But they don't know Sonic is still at the fucking barricade. Two people on, they're both DPS on the back line. But what I was saying earlier with the healing dynamic, Lucio Ana is less healing output than a Mercy Ana.
Yeah.
True.
Echo's still behind everybody. They don't know.
It looks like they're doing another team
Echo
fight.
might be able to ult well on the back line with a Mercy. Up there it is.
We see Sonic with a huge poppy.
Mercy pocket.
Let's see how this plays out for a second.
Well, the whole team was on the Rhine there.
And we see the college dropouts did use 2 ults. They used Tracer Bomb and Echo's ult. But the Widow Worshippers do have 3 ults. Let's see how this plays out.
They've had 3 ults since the last fight.
Really?
You know, the Rhine.
The beat would have been useful for Rhine, yeah. The beat would have saved him from the anti and getting basically brutalized, that's the word.
He was purple. It's possible he was waiting for that and just died in the process.
Let's see how the Widow Worshippers group up at this next fight. Seems like the college dropouts are gonna force this fight at this chokehold. Now they use beats.
Monkey used his ult. The Nano going out for
the Bastion.
Yeah.
And they use Shatter.
Ryan and Ana pushing in on the massive anti-crowd by the robot. And they're able to push them back.
It looks like they're able to push them back, but not as far as you would think. They regrouped up in that room up there.
They're able to regroup, get some help. Soldier running back for Widow Worshippers to help out the team.
Tracer trying to get that bomb, but we do have
in with the visor. That Winston is really digging into them with the Mercy as well, with the constant heals.
It is a 4v3 right now. Let's see how this plays out.
Getting a pin off on the
It does look like college dropouts taking the robot again. Let's do a little recap of what happened there. We saw 3 ults done by the college dropouts, then being countered by 3 ults of Widow Worshippers, and they were able to push back the college dropouts, but they only pushed back inside the building, able to regroup and come back and get that fight.
Then there's another Nano Monk going in. Absolutely brutalizing the back line.
We do see the Echo as Sigma. Let's see what damage he can do there. But no one's on the robot, and that Mercy did pop Valk and go back to push the robot.
Everyone's getting pushed back into spawn, so it's all up to the Sigma. Got the touch point, guys. Just like that, they're capable of hitting on point, but are they able to take it back on college dropout? Killing the Mercy was rezzing, that's huge.
I kind of want to hold my breath here and see what happens.
I know, I want to as well, but I Madman working on a flank, he's on the left-hand side. Decided to push back.
We did see that the Widow Worshippers were able to grab this back.
Barely. You see how close it is to that end point?
And we'll see, they do have to walk the robot all the way back. There might be a team fight before they even get back to the halfway point.
Echo behind?
Yeah, Echo distracting the back line.
Is Madman still behind them? Yeah, Madman is working on killing
the back line for sure.
There's the 2 supports cut away from their team, caught off by a Tracer.
Yep.
They killed one. The Mercy is down for college dropouts. That's huge.
The Widow Worshippers did win that team fight. So they are going to be able to push up a little bit with their robot.
But are they able to get to the checkpoint in time? There's only a low echo so far there. Now the monkey's back. Kind of gearing up for another team fight. And just
We do have 2 ults ready on the Widow Worshippers and no ults even close to getting there on the college dropout. So we'll see.
we have the Sigma and the Bap.
It looks like
Bastion. Well, Bap ult with a Bastion is really big with the damage output. But the Bastion seems to be getting. Oh! Sigma ult going out for the monkey. Slap. Oh my god. Madman's still keeping focus on the back.
they do have 4 ults now with almost 2 ults on college dropout. They have
Nano
a
monkey. I
huge
can see the Nano and the
yeah.
monkey both have their ult. That's gonna come back into play in just a second.
Yeah, that's been a winning
doubt.
combo twice already.
Yep, it won them the team fight like 2-3 times, and it's gonna happen again. They slept the monkey but woke him up. That's unfortunate.
We do have Paladin losing. Let's see how all these ults
Paladin
play
got
out.
knocked off the map though by the monkey. It's only Dax and Bastion on point right now while the monkey is terrorizing that backline. Blaming college dropouts the robot
And
yet again.
the Echo winning it for there. So let's do a recap of what just happened. We had Paladin using his ult getting pushed off by the Winston. And then we had Madman and the monkey using both of their ults. Oh, interesting play. Can we view to robot right now? They're doing that play that I mentioned before, Toast, where they're not pushing the robot all the way back to encourage a team fight. Do you see how they left the robot there and now they're pushing
That
back?
is big brain. Oh no.
I'm glad we got to see it on.
I've
hadn't seen that done.
experienced it before, but I've never quite really seen it. Madman working on backline, trying to pick up the supports.
Mythic picked up the Echo and they got the Mercy down.
Mercy down. No bout quite yet.
We do have Mercy coming back with a Valk and
They
Echoes.
have to get to that point. With
Mercy
Valk.
is using Valk here. Let's see if
And
they can
it's
push him.
still 3 ults on the side of Widow Worshippers. And Echo using her copy on
I kind of want to see how this plays out. This is the last big fight.
Baptiste ult going out for Widow Worshippers.
Mercy gets nanoed by mistake on college dropouts.
Oh my god, I just saw that. Hey, Battle Mercy's a Battle Mercy, even if it's an accident.
They don't see Madman on the right. They're not even going to look.
No, they don't.
Now this looks
Actually,
like
wait, it looks like the BAP is looking around for him.
the last team fight, but I don't want to
Bastion ult
see too
gonna be
soon.
used to keep them coming out. Madman getting clapped.
No way.
No, I think they've managed to pull it back from a near loss. Oh my god.
Gee,
Widow Worshippers
right
done it,
there.
bringing it to a map 3 now, right?
At 3, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I had just pointed out with the robot, them only bringing it up so much to not force another team fight actually backfired on them there.
This is an Ana play of the game.
Mhm.
I
I
have
see this
not seen
very
a
frequently.
support play of the game yet. I don't remember at least seeing one. Ooh, well, wait, actually, I did get one, but like an Ana play of the game, it's always nice to see. It's not a nano. It's just an Ana doing heals and damage, doing what she has to do
that's
for her team.
one of the rarest plays of the game, I think.
Yep. Like for a Moira using, yeah, no one likes Moira play of the game or Moira in general, but hey.
Ha.
It's like Moira play the game. If it's a Moira using her ult, everyone's like, oh, it's whatever. But if it's the same if it's a Moira with healing and damage equal, perfectly fine.
So it looks like
yeah, hold on. If it wasn't Christmas, I'd throw this on. We're gonna do regular.
Kings Row is one of my favorite maps. And it is, we've seen it a bit throughout the season, so we'll see how this plays out.
Okay, we're guilty of choosing that map every time. You know
Yeah.
it. We're guilty of it.
It is anyone's game now.
I know. Widow Worshippers is tasting victory for their first win. They're itching for it. Do you think they'll make a mistake?
We'll see.
I hope not. Honestly, I hope not.
I
So
think both teams are doing an amazing job, and we've seen improvement from both teams throughout the season and stuff like that.
I love this map. Oh, this is like sunset. I'm so used to this map at nighttime, but it's just like a sunset sunrise map.
I
We
think
have
that's the standard in
toast
Overwatch too.
on the amazing
Really?
camera work.
Oh, this just shows you how much I play Overwatch too, beside the league.
So both teams have an interesting dynamic. We have Widow Worshippers on Sigma, BAP, it's changing to Ashe, Bastion, and Mythic again on the Ana. And we also see on College Dropouts, we see Ana as well. She got the play of the game last match. We have Mad on the Widow pick. We'll see if they can get any picks with those. We have a Mercy, Bastion, and a Rhine.
Now, I would like to mention Beelzebub. Very good healer, as you can tell also from the play of the game. Kept that Winston alive from last match. First pick on Madman.
Getting that first pick is huge there.
Pigeon already on the capture point.
Pause. Sorry, we are gonna pause
Doc is broken.
right there.
Oh
Doc
no. Technical
broken.
difficulties.
So right there, do we have an ad we could play? A little something.
Little, you know.
Yeah, we can go into the ad real quick again.
Yeah, we're
Another
gonna take a
word from
short
our
little break.
sponsors.
Another word, just so we can. Oh, their fifth is gonna be at spawn.
That's fine.
Who about that?
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that little technical difficulties. We're jumping right back in there. We have Widow Worship or College Dropouts on point with the Rhine and Ana, and we see Sonic going past the bridge to try and keep that space.
And once you lose a team fight on capture, it's really hard to take back once you throw.
And
It's one of the maps that you tend to play for the push factor than the capture. Unless Zach is able to push Brian with
we do see
the push.
Widow Worshippers pushing in there and getting it before they get the cart. That was a huge play on them.
Pigeon with that Ryan push was very clean. Sadly, nobody was out on point to finish the capture.
Right now we're watching Bastion gameplay, and you see him hiding behind the wall, going
The
back
two
and
supports
forth.
though
and going
are
in.
polishing our poor Bap. Now it's an Ana battling him. All there.
Their tank is down, and Mythic is left alive, as well as Ashe up top. They do get the payload now, getting their closer spawns.
So Ashe was able to help Mythic.
Yeah, they do win the fight, but they lose a point.
Lose a point, but they win the fight. Paladin close to getting a pin.
Let's see this team fight carry out right here.
Back to mortality, saving the lives of 4.
That mortality saved it in that team fight.
Up top, Bastion Sonic just spraying down Widow Worshippers. Here we see Paladin on the far left, while Sigma is getting pushed by a Nanhode Rhine.
They do only have one person on cart. This cart maps are different, where one person will make it move, but 3 is the max speed that will go. Now you see them all going up to make it faster. Yep. We do see it. This Battle Mercy right here.
Look, I
we
know
love to see it.
Banana. She does that a lot. It's
and she did get a pick there on Mythic. That must feel nice as a Mercy player. For all of our support players out there, that's nice to see.
Gotta get the kills can't always go to tanks and DPS. Like, come on, supports deserve some. Sharing is caring. Oh, and the Mercy got the res off on the Bastion. Bastion ult for the Widow Worshippers going out, and the Bob. Cart. Bob getting the kill.
Bob 6 and 4 this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob has stats of his own too?
I've been keeping track of them.
Oh no, I approve of this. Official Bob stats, thank you.
So recap there as the groups are grouping up. We saw Widow Worshippers only using 2 ults there and saving 3 of them as a really good play. And you see the college dropouts only going in with Bastion. We did see that pick on that Sigma ult.
Bastion, Madman, and Beelzebub really low. They have to back up.
Big shatter here.
Oh, that is a huge shatter. We have 3 of them down.
Oh, they save everybody.
The Bat Immortality saving it again from that
Nano
shatter.
Sigma pushing one of the college dropouts back out. And a Bastion ult coming back in on payload. Pigeon got nanoed as well, pushing in with his big hammer. Love Rhine players.
They are making huge space. They're not getting a pick. There you're seeing those 2 picks as they push cart. Hopefully they're going to be able to get that point there. Cart getting forgotten right there. For just a little bit.
Just enough for them to get a few picks on the fight and back out. The Bastion and the Rhine are currently pushed up to...
Definitely.
What is it?
They did sleep. They did sleep the Bastion and Native.
That's unfortunate.
They are pushing them into this room, which being in that small space is huge when it's a 1v5 right there.
And depending on your character...
Yeah, Ryan was able to get out, but the Bastion and Mercy did not get out. Ryan did get a good pin there.
And a hammer down on the tank with the BAP immortality saves. Seems like Shatter has been cut short. And was going in for a pin. He is going full force right now. And then Teal Banana with the Mercy pistol. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Just casually pushing cart.
It looks like they're gonna have one more team fight, if not 2 at the last minute. Let's see how this plays out. They
Bob
definitely need
is
to get in there and
almost Bob is
touch.
one tick away. If they can hold out, Bob can hit the payload as well as 5% left for the Sigma ult. Bob
They do
on
see
payload.
Bob.
Getting
Ryan
pinned
pushing
off though.
off the map.
Close.
Unfortunate for
Bob's
Bob.
stats are not looking good.
Bob's
5.
stats are tanking right now. What's his stats?
6 and 5.
Oh no, he's
These are
gonna go
kinda tough.
negative soon. And with that, college dropout gets all points, and you know 1 minute 50. That's not a bad time, right?
So as these games is about to start, I'm gonna go for 2 seconds, and you can enjoy another commentary by Toast and Raven this time. I will be right back, guys.
Well, with K gone.
All I'm gonna do is wait 10 seconds. Start this.
Wait, the card's still on your what?
Watching the stream?
Yeah, I have the stream of what? Why is the cart still there?
It does that every game.
Does it actually? Ah. Wait, let me see what.
Wansboro.
Does it
had
actually stay there
a
every
joke.
day?
Yeah, it just sits there until the round starts for whatever reason.
I never knew that. And what is it now? College Dropouts defending. Seems like they have the same comp as last time. The Ryan Bastion, Mercy, Ana, and most importantly, a Widow. Widow first picks are always important. While it seems like same team comps, yeah, with the Bastion, you know,
Yeah, I believe
Widow.
exact same.
Hey, I mean, if it works, don't fix it. If they think it works. I know we're gonna see another Widow 1v1 maybe.
Ooh.
Paladin getting the pick on Madman. Is that the second time that happened?
Nope, the attackers got it both times.
Yes, you're right. Madman in chat expressing his frustration.
And I am back just in time for the beginning. We do see a pick on Sonic the first.
I got stuck in a tree. Sorry. Seems like for the first point, it seems to go a little smoothly.
Widow Worshipper's really pushing in
Madman on
there.
top trying to get that pick
Gonna go
off.
back.
We'll get it here. Or
We do see Paladin killing Sonic. It is another Widow versus a Widow. And they were able to capture objectives fairly quickly, so that is going to give them
That gives them
time
a big
advantage.
time advantage, yes, if they're able to get it. Yeah. So they seem to be not like sitting on the payload; they're leaving it behind.
Yeah.
Just to help the Sigma make some space. Mercy with the res off on Diana.
And I've noticed now in the past season and this season, before in Overwatch 1, when you wouldn't be on the payload 24/7 to make some space, it would count bad against you. But I've noticed now, like, if you leave payload for just a little bit to help make that space, it is actually going to benefit your team a lot more, and it's a lot more forgiving.
I think it's more about the team fight nowadays. Whatever you got to do to actually like kill everybody will get
It's
you.
also good because we're
We do
missing.
have a Mercy v Ana fight. Ooh, the Rhine did go in there and kind of steal it, but you
Great
do
flank by
see
Sonic.
College. Yep.
Kill Banana. Echo up top waiting for them to get back to that chokehold to get some ult points. Little ticks going.
It looks like we have a Rhine ult and almost Ana ult on College Dropouts, and then we have a Widow and almost Baptiste ult. We do see the Widow ult going.
Pigeon with a shatter, doesn't seem to catch anybody.
Yeah,
This chokehold on
that shatter must have gone into a corner of one of the walls.
Nano Rhyme pushing in. Tank v tank. Now
And
it's
now
the Sigma's turn to be
Sigma's
nanoed.
nanoed. We see both of our Anas doing crazy amounts of healing in these games.
Another shatter, not able to capitalize on it though. And now a Bastion Bap ult combo.
That was what we were talking about earlier. You really wanted to see it.
I used to play Pirate Ship Bastion. Everybody remembers Pirate Ship Bastion, right?
Oh, sure, with
sit on cart with a Bap and an Orisa, old Orisa.
Mhm.
Just sit there and wait. The Mercy and everything's good.
There was also like a huge
Echo
synergy with
diving
Bastion.
in on Bastion,
Ooh.
kicking him off. Kiriko just missed the cleanse. Sigma using his ult
online.
to preserve his own life. Sonic still on the back line on the support. Not meant, but Kiriko managing to get the hit. Huge hit. Widow still contesting the other Widow. There's still the 1v1 Widow battle. Madman picking off Paladin this time, right? Widow ult going all out with it.
We did see that nade and getting cleansed by Kiriko.
Kiriko getting picked off by the Widow.
That does give them room to do more nades and shatters without being cleansed. It looks like Mythic did kill Madman.
And they will come up. Sleep
We
on
do
the
have
Bastion.
a Nana Rhyme. Ooh,
Another shatter. What is that? 3 shatters?
I believe it's almost 4 shatters just this game. He's killing it with the ult charges there.
Going into this next fight, Widow Worshippers do have the Widow ultimate and a Bastion one, which could be huge to get them off of the payload and give them the space that they need to push it a bit more.
It'll be interesting to see this Nano once they get it.
Is
Who it's gonna go to.
I think it might go to the Bastion, if the Bastion doesn't ult. Or they could be waiting
We
for
see
Kiriko.
Valk on the other team just to keep him alive and add some extra healing
Sonic
and
also
damage.
has his ult, so I wonder who he's gonna copy. He's gonna do a flank round copy or
Sonic actually flanked around and killed Paladin in the back. And that's huge.
Yep.
Ooh, we see the Bastion Echo pick. That is huge because you get huge damage and a huge ult.
TXT managing to get Echo out of the
Well, but we do see Echo getting down the Bastion and their heals. It's just the Ono. Yep.
You know, I would like to see like a sim play, or maybe like a sim on payload, or you know, like a Sombra watching it, and an Ana res on Sonic. Not on Mercy res. I'm so brain dead. Back to this.
We'll see how this plays out. It looks like they're gonna set up for another team fight. This choke is really hard. We do see Echo going in the back, getting Doc, getting one of their healers, but Paladin getting revenge. Awesome. Let's see how this plays out with all these ults.
Pigeon was able to get the Ana and the Mercy though. They're still
They do see.
going out hoping to save them from the Rhine.
We saw them hold Kiriko ult for a while for that.
3 seconds left.
I doubt they'll be able to touch.
No, they're not capable of touching. Nope.
That round goes to college dropouts and them winning our Overwatch Week 5 games, the last match in the season. I believe, if I have the stats right, and Toast, correct me if I'm wrong, we have in first place your team, Toast, and I Need Ceilings.
Yep, we should be tied for first, and then second place should also be a tie now between College Dropouts and
Metro City
the
Hugos
yes.
at 9, and we have me and Raven's team at 3 with 5 virtues. Our team and Widow Worshippers still getting that first win in there, but you can also see it in the second half of our season. They could come back.
Yeah, there's still a full half to play. Now, ladies, who do we want to interview? Or they disappear?
Let's do Believable. Let's do the Ana with her. Yeah.
All right.
Beelzebub is a good one. The heals going in kept that Winston going as well. Like,
Beelzebub.
Welcome. We decided to pull you because we talked about you on almost every single map, and especially where you excelled on the second map, getting play of the game. How do you feel about that play of the game?
Ana play of the games are so rare, I didn't even expect it.
I
one
was
bit.
talking
We were
about that
talking about
too.
that.
Yeah, I guess I just had a good position on that left little high ground. Got a good anti. Pigeon was there as monkey, just keep him at bay, and I just hit the shots I needed to.
How did you guys feel going into this matchup with Widow Worshippers? Did you guys do anything to prep or like anything different strategy wise going into this game?
So usually we try to do a little research on our opponent. We do our homework, but we didn't have much on the Widow Worshippers. I was asking around. Teal Banana and myself had subbed for them in the past. So we had some info, but really it was an unknown. Of all the matches we played, this was the most unknown. So it got kind of scrappy there in some of the fights, but hey, we came out on top.
And like, is there anything that like in this matchup, because it went straight to the third match, that like really improved you guys as a team? Like, did you feel like, oh, this made us better at communicating or anything like specific like that?
Definitely game 2. We were playing a little fast and loose. We were slipping a little bit. We were feeding. We just got our comms together. We're pretty good about catching ourselves when we're slipping and just shaking any mind flood off and just getting ourselves back in the game.
One more question I have for you guys. It was in map 2 with push. We saw this strategy for the first time in the season where you guys didn't push the robot all the way back to make that team fight. Was that like a strat you guys had practiced before?
It was kind of an on the fly call. Yeah, it's meta to not push the robot in certain circumstances, and we were trying it out. As you can see, it kind of backfired a little bit, but it was a call we had. We thought it might work. We went to game 3 anyway, but
Is there anything you would like to say to the viewers or any of us or your teams?
I just want to shout out my entire team. Pigeon, Godlike Tank, Teal Banana, filling in. We had a team member drop. She's a great sub for us. Our DPS core, Madman, Sonic, locking it down. Game 3, I was having trouble as Ana versus the Widow, and Madman really stepped up with the counter Widow play. So big shout outs to Madman there. Shout outs to the enemy team too. Shout out to everybody, and of course the amazing casters, and shout out to the viewers.
Always
awesome. I also want to thank all of our comments right now. I know our comment section is going wild right now. We have Pigeonizers who just played in that game. We have a lot of our active supporters, and we want to thank everyone who came out to the game before it, or if you can only make it to this game. Any Twitch stream or any game you can make it for and watch it is a huge support, and we appreciate our viewers so much. We also want to thank all of our teams for the first half of the season, going through it all. We also want to thank EDACT and Toast for organizing all of this and going through it all and doing all the stats. And we really just want to say how much we appreciate this first half of the season. That's my spiel. Raven, would you want to say anything else?
Oh, look, I was just happy to see an Ana play the game. Like that push map,
I was
so happy.
Shout out to all my Ana mains out there.
Supports don't get enough, they don't get enough play of the game. So when it happens, regardless of how it happened, beautiful.
Toast, would you like to add anything to end? Since you're
I think you did a great job there, Kay. Shouting everybody out, thanking who needed to be thanked. Thanks to Mosey for obviously putting this whole thing together. Without him owning the Discord, we wouldn't be able to do anything. And looking forward to the back half of the season. Everybody's going to play everybody one more time. And stats, well, I'd say later today confirmed since it's midnight for me. But when that might be, I don't know yet.
We'll post some of the stats and where team's standing over. But this has been a great first half of the season. We're so excited to see more. We want to thank our sponsors, Mosey again, all of those people in the background making all of this happen. And with that, that is our sign up for the half of the season. Bye, guys.